No, 2. And
How many 7s fit into 26? 1, 2, 3.
Oh, and then 1. How many 2s are in 10? 5. 2, 4, 6, 8.
7 now? Is this the answer?
5. Yay!
Okay. First, what's the question asked me? Austin?
How many 14s are in 2?
Million.
836,140.
What is my first step? Justin?
How many 14s
There you go.
fit into 2?
There you go. Right. And what's the answer to that question? Ethan?
0.
0. Sweet.
Oh.
So I didn't fit any in. How many are left? Alex?
2.
2. And where do I write that 2? In front of the 8. So this 2 is my remainder. It's hanging out in front of the 8. Okay, so now I'm going to circle that 2 and 8 so I know they belong together. And what is my next question? Eddie,
How many 14s are in 28?
any ideas on how to answer that question? Oh, holy smokes. Brandon, how many and how do you know?
2.
Okay.
All I know is that I first added 4 plus 4, which equals 8.
And then you,
Added 10 plus 10,
which gave you
20.
20.
Which then I added 20 plus 8,
And that gave you?
28. Yeah.
So I put a 2 here. Do I have any left over?
No.
No. So the 2 14s fit into 28 really perfectly with none left over. What is my next question? Max has 3 little dudes hanging out. How many 14s can I make out of that? 0. I'm going to write a big fat 0. And why do I have to put the 0 there, guys? What is that 0 really?
For Bronya, what is it really? It's a placeholder.
You can erase the 0 in front of it. That doesn't matter.
This 0 right here I can
Yeah.
take out? That doesn't matter. But someone in the middle I can't.
Yes.
Oh. I couldn't fit any 14s into the 3. So how many do I have remaining? Katie? 3. And where do I put that remainder?
In front of the 6.
In front of the 6. Liam C. 42. Menno? 8. Okay, where do I put that 8? In front of the 1. Sweet.
How many 14s fit into 81?
So put your hand up, not if you have the answer, but if you have a strategy.
I took the 14 and just skipped counting.
Okay, so let's do that over here. What is our answer? Riel? 5. Sweet. And how many are left over? Eric? How many?
11.
11. Perfect.
All we need to do is see how many 14s are in 100. And then we just add 1 because we know that the next one's 84 from that.
Okay.
And then we do plus 14.
Okay. How many are in 100, guys? 8 14s and 112 with 2 remainders. I'm going to write it. And what's my last question to finish this thing off? Marvin? Even black. 1. And how many dudes are left hanging out? 6. Sweet.
202,581.
3, 2, 1.
As part of the mathematical process, please encourage your children to practice reading numbers aloud.
How many 14s fit in 2,957,043,435?
Emphasize restating the first step so that it's clear to students that they should begin with the largest numeral.
Okay, so that's our great big question. What's the first sub-question? What's the first step that we're going to be answering? Grace?
How many 14s fit in
14s fit into this 2?
Remind students of place value.
What does that 2 really mean again? What does this 2 really mean again? Chaim. It really means 2 million. Okay.
Write the answer to the first question immediately below the dividend to hold place value.
How many 14s fit into 2? So Will, how many? 0. Okay, so I'm going to write my 0.
Don't forget to consider how many are left over after you fit your divisors into the dividend.
But how many are left over? Ethan?
2.
2 are left over. So where do I write that 2?
The remainder needs to be written to the left of the next numeral to keep its place value.
Rachel?
After the 2 and before the 9.
Sweet. After the 2 and before the 9.
The next simple division question looks at the following numeral to the right, along with the remainder from the previous question.
What's my new question asking me? Hunter.
How many 29? No, how many 14s fit into 29?
Right.
To help students connect their understanding, always ask, how do you know?
Nicole, how many fit in there? 2. And how do you know?
Restate what they have explained to help give their understanding emphasis.
Okay, so you split the 14 into 10 and 4. And to find the next set of, the next 14, you added 10, which is 24, and then you added the 4. Okay, so that got us to 28.
The focus should be on the strategies the students use and their understanding of why those strategies work.
Not on the speed with which they are able to complete the problem.